Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so we're going to look at past, current, and future energies. We're going to get some tarot, some clarifiers, and close out with an oracle. All right, well, this one just wanted to flip right over. So we have the Judgment card, which is the awakening, the renewal, the revival, someone's trying to show you something. All right, so something was in the air in the past that was trying to show you something for you to see, or you woke up to something. All right, current energies, the World, Four of Pentacles, future energies, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. There she is. All right. Sorry, just trying to adjust my microphone thing. Okay, so for past energies, we have the Judgment card and we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like in the past, it was something that you kind of opened your eyes to, that you need to balance things out through different areas of your life, right? Because the Two of Pentacles is balancing those different areas of your life, your love life, your work life, your personal life, balancing things out so that, you know, things feel like they're flowing better, like things are moving better. I feel like it was something in the past that you're like, you know what, I really need to make some changes here, okay? So you made some changes in the past. Now, to me, the past can represent yesterday, last week, last month, last year, whatever that represents for you. It doesn't have to be, for me, it doesn't have to be a specified time. It is, for me, it's something that happened like yesterday. It could even be an hour ago. All right. Something that you realized in the past that you had to adjust things. Current energies, we have the World and we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like it's something, I feel like it's, you're feeling better because you made these adjustments in the past, that you looked into this, that you made these adjustments, and you are reaping those rewards right now for those things that you have done in the past. Because it's like, yeah, like I'm feeling like life is flowing better. I'm feeling like things are starting to happen. I'm feeling like things are falling in place. I'm feeling like things are starting to work out for me. In the future energies, I feel like when I saw the Queen of Cups, the first thing that came to mind is happy tears. Happy tears. Happy tears because things are changing for you. Things are progressing because you started back here. You saw something. You opened your eyes to something. You saw that it needed to be changed. And you took the actions to make that happen. And this future energy, which can be tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 10 years, that you're crying happy tears because you're like, yes, I'm so happy that I saw back here that I needed to make those changes. And even though I was nervous about those changes, I did that. And this has made me happy. And I'll tell you what, this morning when I was reading your messages, I was crying happy tears because you guys are amazing. You motivate me. You just, I can't explain the feeling like of the community. And you guys literally brought me to happy tears this morning. And I feel like I'm so excited about these changes. And like I said before, is I want you to be there with me. I want you to cry those happy tears. I want you to have that feeling of those happy tears, of that inner feeling and that satisfaction of knowing that you're on the right path, or that you're making changes and that you're in a happy place. And that's what I want you to feel too. I want us all to cry happy tears. Whatever that represents for you, right? Whatever brings you to those happy tears, and I want you to feel that. And I feel like that is what is heading for you, because you are making these changes. You're opening your eyes to things. You're seeing things. You're making better choices for yourself. And I'm seeing that in the comments, and that makes me happy because you guys are making those changes. And you are getting to that point of those happy tears, right? And then we have the Queen of Wands. She is somebody who takes actions. It's not only just thinking about something, but it's also like thinking about something and then taking the action to make it happen. She's somebody who's very busy. She sees where things need to be changed. She sees where things, you know, are lacking. She takes control of a situation. And I feel like that's the energy in this reading, is taking control of that situation to make those changes that brings you those happy tears, that makes you emotionally happy, that makes you emotionally fulfilled, right? And that is where you could see the progress here. All right, so let's get some tarot. All right. We have, the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself. Maybe you felt like you had a lot of things coming towards you. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't have any more on my plate, that I need to make some adjustments. And it could also be that I am standing up for myself and I am making some decisions here. With this Judgment card and the Seven of Wands, is that you're standing up for yourself, that you're making those choices. Sometimes it's hard to make those choices where you're making those adjustments so that you feel like I'm in control of the situation, that things are happening for me. Sometimes, for some reason, I'm feeling like you were really tired, you were really run down, you were exhausted, and you're like, I can't live in this energy anymore. And what are those things that I need to do to change this energy, to feel more balanced, to balance different areas of my life, to balance things out so that I am not maybe on this roller coaster of it's great and then it's good and bad and good and bad, and this roller coaster, whether it's a relationship that you're going up and down, whether it's finances or work, whatever that relates to you, that I feel like it was just draining you. This energy back here was draining you, and you're like, I've got to stand up now, right? I've got to make some choices. The Queen of Cups, there she is again. And she has that beautiful smile on her face. And she is happy that she's made those changes, right? It's more fulfilling. And, those emotions are not going up and down like they were. You weren't feeling, when you decided to make these changes, whatever those were, that you feel emotionally better. You're not feeling so run down. Are you still tired? Are you still, have those ups and downs? Absolutely. But I feel like it's not as severe as what it was. And look at that. We have the King of Cups. So this could represent a relationship that you have, right? That I had said earlier that it was a lot of up and down. And finding those answers on how that we can, you like to have that spice in a relationship, but it's like you don't want those severe up and downs. You don't want to be arguing and fighting all the time and having to deal with all that, but it's like leveling out, finding that balance. Maybe it was that one or both of you was spending a lot of time at work or spending a lot of time with other friends and people, and you're like, well, we need to spend that time together. So I feel like that could be that together time. I also feel that if it doesn't have to do with the relationship, is that you're feeling calmer, things are flowing easier. The King of Cups is somebody where, he just kind of lets things go. He doesn't let things bother him. He doesn't let things get to him. He doesn't stress over things. He's like, well, stressing about it is not going to help the situation. And letting things go. And that definitely helps you to feel better, because you're like not worrying about every little thing or worrying about things that you can't control. You're like, you know what, I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to worry about it. And realizing that, letting it go, definitely that 10 of Swords, right? That 10s are completions, letting it go, that you're coming into this energy of this calmness and this letting things go. And it's exhausting, because I feel like emotional work is definitely exhausting, but I feel like it's also rewarding. It's like you kind of go through these phases where it's exhausting because you've gone through the work, but then when things start happening and falling into place, it energizes you, right? You go from that feeling exhausted to that energizing, because you're like, yeah, I'm in such a good place. I'm in such a better place. I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling like I can conquer the world. And then we have the Star card, which is hope, right? Which is hope. guidance, giving you that energy to keep moving forward, because you're feeling more hopeful, because you're making those changes that you've needed to make to get yourself in a better place, and you're taking actions to take care of those things that maybe before you ignored those things. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to deal with this. Learning, King of Wands, learning a lot from this process. For some reason, I'm thinking new business, that came to mind. New accomplishments, higher levels, so it could be career advancement. But I also feel that you are coming into this inner knowing and this learning that you've got to make these choices for yourself, right? You have to stand up for yourself, that you have to open your eyes, that if something feels lacking, that something feels missing, if something feels not right, if there's a red flag about something, it's taking those actions to make it happen, taking that action to get rid of that stress and anxiety, and how can I make this better for myself? I feel like it's definitely a huge learning process here. We have the Seven of Cups, and I just love her face. I love that smile. She feels so content and happy. Again, getting back to that happy place. Like maybe it has been a while since you just felt like smiling, right? That you just felt like being happy, that you just, you didn't even have to have a reason. You are just feeling so good inside, and you are glowing, and you're feeling like you're on point. Right? You're like, yeah, like I'm good. I'm on point. I'm where I want to be. I'm, this future energy is this excitement, and getting back to things that maybe you kind of walked away from, right? Things that you enjoyed doing, that you're getting back to those things, right? It could be within that relationship that you're feeling like, oh, this relationship is getting on point. This relationship is getting back to a good place, right? This relationship is even better than it was when we first met, right? That's definitely a reason to cry happy tears. We have the Four of Pentacles again, but I feel like that is you feeling that inner satisfaction, that inner enjoyment, because you're choosing you, right? You're doing those things that make you happy. With this card, I like it because it's like he's holding this close to his chest, right? He's keeping those things that are important to him close to his chest, but I almost feel like he's pointing to his heart and saying, I'm feeling fulfilled, right? I'm feeling happy, and with this chest of coins here in the world, and the possibilities are endless, and he's holding on to his belt, and he's like, yep, hold on, because here we go. Hold on, because here we go, because this is going to be the ride of a lifetime, and this is going to be a ride that you don't want to get off, right? This is going to be some excitement. This is going to be some adventure. This is finally this place where I've always wanted to be and to celebrate, right? That happiness, that celebration, that excitement, sharing with those people that are closest to you, that mean so much to you, and that they appreciate your journey that you have gone on, that they are excited for you, that they have seen you grow, and doing those things that make you happy, that make you want to celebrate. Is it traveling? What are those things that make you happy and make you feel good? And getting back to those things, and having that future that makes you excited, right? But you also don't want to lose the enjoyment of each day. Like you wake up each day and you're enjoying each day, and you're like, wow, the future looks bright. The future looks exciting. I'm getting and doing those things that I've always wanted to do. I'm making those tough decisions. I'm working through things. Is every day going to be rainbow and unicorns? Absolutely not. But I feel like when you are in this energy of being happy and feeling fulfilled, that those bad days don't seem as bad as they did before, or they do not consume you as much as they did before, because you want to get yourself back to this feeling and this energy. You're like, I want to get back there, right? Because I love that feeling, and I want to feel that feeling again, and I want to get back there, and I just need to get through this situation, and then I'll deal with this. I'll handle this. I've gotten through worse situations, right? Or I've gotten through tough situations before, and I will persevere and I will get through that again. So it really is that positive energy outlook that you want to embrace, that you want to hold on to, right? Holding on to that fulfillment for when times may become more challenging. But it's definitely something to enjoy and to cry those happy tears over. Look at that. The possibilities are endless. I love this card because, as I said before, it reminds me of the Cinderella's castle at Disney, which I love. And I love the rainbow. I love the gold. I mean, the pinks. And it just seems so hopeful and so beautiful and so inviting. And that says it all right there. The opportunities are endless, right? Don't limit yourself. Open the doors, explore, see what's going on, see how it makes you feel, to just enjoy the moment and surround yourself with hope, right? Because that's what we all want, is that we want that hope right here in the middle here with the star card. It is that hope and that direction, and that knowing that times are going to get better and that you'll get through this, and that pushing forward and reaching those dreams and goals, right? And embracing that. All right, so let's get an animal oracle card. Oh, look at that. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive, right? Taking a closer look as to what really makes you happy, what makes you tick, what motivates you, what excites you, right? What makes you have that smile on your face? What is it that maybe you did in the past that gave you that energy that you've gotten away from to get back to? Or what is it that you had an idea of that now it's time to take that action of and say, you know what, I always wanted to do this. For some reason, it came to mind, like I've always wanted to see Ireland, right? And so then you start making those plans or looking into it, and start planning that trip if that's what you want to do. And that is what motivates you and excites you and gives you that hope, so that if there are times when you are struggling, you're like, well, I've got my pennies that I'm saving for my trip to Ireland, so that's what I'm going to focus on. Right? That's what I'm going to. I know that I have this coming up, or I know that this is exciting, or I feel like I'm, if it's budgeting with money or whatever that may be, it's like, okay, I know that I'm doing my budget, or I'm saving my pennies, or I'm getting to this place where I'm going to feel better financially and more secure financially, like whatever that is, right? Taking a deep dive and figuring out what that is, and then pursuing that and taking the actions to make it happen. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.